welcome to the morning after, or should I say evening after, AEW Collision post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I am that bald bro from the NYC.
A day late, but we still here. AEW is a staple now in the wrestling community, so we had to talk about it. Definitely. Starts off, a friendship seems to be on the line. We get FTR out here with the Outrunners. They play this video trying to show the history of their relationship, all the great things they've been through, the tanning, the workouts, everything they did to help them become great tag teams. And FTR tried to extend their hand, but the Outrunners weren't having it. It seems like we're on a collision course here. FTR versus the Outrunners. Your thoughts on the opening of Collision?
Man, listen, this is the stuff that makes grown men cry right here, man. The bromance to end all bromance. Like you said, all the vignettes in the past, the tanning, the workouts,
everything.
All that stuff, the stuff. The stuff. They had the stuff, they shared the stuff, but now the stuff they can't share no more, man. But yeah, FTR turned their back on Cope and Outrunners ain't with it, man. They don't dig it, man. These young men, they might be young in age, but they're wise in age and experience, man. So they know what's up. They know that FTR is not to be trusted. So you know what? They're gonna get it done in the ring. Episode 100 Collision next week.
300.
Brothers aren't supposed to fight, man. But you know what? Sometimes fighting amongst family members brings you a little bit closer. Maybe that's what will happen. They'll fight it out. They'll scrap it out. And, maybe at the end, whoever wins, maybe they embrace it. A nice, big, old family hug. And we can move on from this little detour. We can move on to greater and bigger things. But we shall see, man. But, yes, the youngest men alive on our television. Great way to start Collision.
Great way to start it for sure. Shout out to Slow saying what's up in the chat. What up, brother? Thank you for joining us. AEW Collision post show. Next up, we get a father and son duo of Christian Cage and Nick Wayne defeat Big Bill and the bounty hunter Brian Keith. This was a long match. They gave them a lot of TV time. They didn't disappoint. It just never ceased to amaze me how AEW wrestlers just take what they do serious. We're wrestling. Let's wrestle at a high level every night where there's Collision, Dynamite, pay-per-view, and that's what we got here. In this match, all the guys showed out. Christian Cage at his age is just outstanding. Nick Wayne is the future. Bill and Keith, you can't go wrong. But your thoughts on this match, Bald Bro?
Great. I think it was a great tag team match between Learning Tree and the Patriarchy. I mean, listen, I love Big Bill. I love the shine he's been getting so far this year. I mean, he and Brian Keith, I love these two. It's great to see that they're getting more TV time the past few months. They're away from Jericho. They're on their own. They're trying to prove their worth right now. And listen, man, there are a couple of strong branches under that Learning Tree. But, man, what a tree branches to family, to a father-son duo. I mean, come on, man. Listen, Nick Wayne is on the run of his life right now from being over in Japan for the Best of the Super Juniors, coming back and teaming with his dad, trying to be the first ever father and son AEW tag team champions. It's a proven fact. I'm sure the paperwork is out there to prove the DNA correctly. And I mean, Nick Wayne, it just continues to improve. Remember, this kid's only 19 years old. 19. And even like you said, in Christian's age right now, he is the textbook definition of working smart, not harder. Yes. I mean, everything he does in the ring is with purpose. The way he moves, the way he attacks, the way he dips, he dives, he dodges, and all that stuff. Everything has a reason, has a purpose. And that, if Nick Wayne is paying attention, that is just going to better his growth, and not just in AEW, but his career as a professional wrestler. Patriarchy picks up the big victory, and you know what? Let's see what happens with them in the tag titles. Maybe they are involved in All In. I don't think it's going to be a straight one-on-one match with Hurt Syndicate and Jet Speed. I think we're going to get multiple tag teams involved. There's going to be some tag team turmoil, as we saw a little later in the show.
Yep.
Little business between Christian Cage and MVP.
Yeah, old WWE running buddies talking that talk. And basically, MVP lets him know, like, I'm warning you, I'll hurt you and your little boy if you step in the ring with the Hurt Syndicate. They turn down the offer and let him know, we will see you when we see you. And when we want those titles, we will take them. I don't think so. But it's nothing wrong with Christian Cage. Wishful thinking for him and his young boy. But they running into some problems. They thinking they're going to take down Bobby.
Well, speaking of problems, like Christian Cage, like his mouth is gonna get him in trouble one day. Like, did you catch the point where after MVP's done talking, laying down his threats, Christian Cage says, I don't do, I don't deal with criminals, and you're a bad one because you got caught. I'm like, God damn, man, like just low blow, and like, of course Christian's gonna say that because Big Bob and Shelton weren't there,
right
behind them. But I think it'd be a different story if those two were there. But like Christian can talk with the best of them. I mean,
Zay's in the comments saying the same thing. That segment MVP, you wasn't even a smart criminal. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was dope. But I mean, listen, if Nick Wayne can pick up like a quarter of just the charisma and just the wit that Christian Cage can talk on the mic and just be like a presence, just be a fucking just a villain on a consistent basis like Christian, then the future is bright for Nick Wayne. But man, that was fucking brutal though.
Shout out Ivy over on Instagram saying, why is Collision this early on Friday? No, it was yesterday. It is on the wrong day. It's supposed to be on Saturday, but they had it on Thursday or Wednesday. What was that, Thursday?
Thursday. Yeah,
Thursday. Yes, they had it on Thursday. We are late day after, but we getting to it. Shout out Evil Soul Taker saying no souls matter. Clearly, Christian thinks the same exact way. None whatsoever. Next up, we got a little CMLL action as Brody King and Templaro defeated Romero and Hechicero. I really love Romero's work lately with the Don Callis family. The whole revamp of him and what's his name?
And
Trent Beretta. That whole vibe they got going on right now is amazing. I loved him in this match. Brody King, once again, can do no wrong. That man needs to be in some type of title picture in the near future, in the 25, maybe beginning in 26. But Brody King is a monster. But King and Templar, they get the win over Romero and Hechicero. Your thoughts on this one?
Fun tag match, and I love the fact that even though we're a week past the Grand Slam events, the collaboration with AEW and CMLL, that they're still doing it. Like, this is a genuine partnership right here. Yep. I mean, they've been consistently the past year and a half, like, exchanging talent, whether it's in Mexico or here in US, in the US, like, they've been exchanging talent, and it's been a great benefit to the on-screen product and for fans for both promotions. I mean, it's given just great shine to guys like Templario and Hechicero. I mean, if you don't know, Hechicero, not even just in Mexico, in the world in general, is one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. He can hang with the best of like the Bryan Danielsons, the Zack Sabre Juniors, you name it. I mean, he could go hold for hold, and grapple for as long as those two can. And Templario, if you haven't seen this guy go, he can go. This man is a wizard between the ropes. He could do it on the ground, in the air, no matter what. I think him and Brody make a great team. I think they complement each other very well. But like you said, I like what Rocky has done both in and out of the ring. The past couple months with his involvement in the Don Callis family, he's kind of being a little bit of an instigator, agitator, as we'll see later in the show with Daniel Garcia. So you know what? I kind of feel like he has his role. I think he has a greater role outside of the ring with Don Callis family, more of a recruiter role in the sense. I mean, he brought in Hechicero, and now young Daniel Garcia. We'll see what happens. But Brody and Templario pick up the win. And big ups to Brody because he's actually going to be in the qualifier for the gauntlet match on episode 300 of Dynamite. So you know what? He might get in that match. He might work himself towards a future title shot.
He might.
Gets in that match. He will be a force to be reckoned with. But this man can do no wrong. Like, just big ups to Brody King, the one true king that I acknowledge. I mean, and like I said, great fun match from start to finish.
You said the one true king. Well, the one true queen. Or goddess, I should say, I acknowledge is the Megasis, Megan Bain, and she gets the win over Vert Vixen. The crowd was behind Vert for a minute. They was hoping, they was praying, but the gods did not respond to their prayers as the Megasis gets the job done as she should. Another win in the column, looking strong as the goddess she is. Your thoughts on this one?
I mean, fair. You know, good try. I mean, all due respect to Vert Vixen, I mean, I think she might be a hometown.
I think it was
hometown product. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, I'll be respectful as possible. She tried, but I mean, you know, what's a good try to the Megasis? It's not going to work out in the end. So she made, you know, Megan Bay made quick work of Vert Vixen, but you know, it's a tall task, you know, when you're in the ring with the goddess, the Megasis herself. You know, you could try, you could pray, but guess what? Sometimes, unfortunately, in life, all prayers don't get answered.
Definitely,
you know,
definitely.
Sometimes they go in through one ear and out the other, and that's the case most of the time when you step into the ring with the Megasis. Bow down to her greatness, personified, and survive if she lets you. Shout out to Taz.
Definitely, man. Shout out to the chat. Cho is saying, bro, I don't know how the algorithm figured to recommend this channel, but y'all look like some homies. I'll kick it with subscribing right now. Appreciate it, brother. And if you're ever in Detroit, pull up on me. If you're in New York, pull up on Bald Bro. You right about us, man. We just some cats who like to talk pro wrestling. So thanks for joining. And Wiccan saying, putting him up there with Zack Sabre Jr., I have to see more of his work.
I have to look it up. I want to say it was last year in Mexico. I think, no, not think. I know for sure both Zack Sabre Jr. and Hit Yourself went at it one-on-one. I want to say it was last year. I got to double check, but check it out. That's one of the best technical wrestling matches you will ever see. Like, yeah, look it up. But I think it took place last year in Mexico, if I'm correct.
Yep, and you keep setting me up here, man. You talk about technical wrestling. Now we get into a technical wrestling match where Adam Cole defeats Josh Alexander, who I cannot state enough how I love his whole appearance here in AEW, how they've been portraying him and putting him in the Don Callis family. It's just been perfect from beginning till now, and hopefully it just keeps going. But this was a great match, but Adam Cole, baby, gets the win. Your thoughts on this one?
It was a pretty good match for the TNT title. I need to see more of this, not just matches for Adam Cole. I need to see the TNT title presented more on a consistent basis. I mean, with all due respect, like, I think he's been in too many multi-man tag matches for the past month. Like, from now leading up to All In Texas, I need this belt like featured more, because Adam Cole is too good of an in-ring talent to like just keep in, you know, with the 6-man, 8-man, 12-man, 14-man tags. Let him go. He's 100% healthy now. He's ready to go. And tonight, last night was an example of that with his match in Josh Alexander. I think this is the healthiest he has been since coming back from that brutal foot injury. And, you know, listen, Adam Cole, he's still over with the crowd. What do you think of his title run, whether it's been good or not? You know, hopefully it does improve from here. And like you said, Josh Alexander in the Don Callis family, it just fits like a glove, man. Yeah. It's a perfect fit. His role's perfect. Like, yeah, he's got a couple L's here and there, but you know what? He'll pick up steam eventually. And you know what? Like I said, he's in the perfect spot right now. He doesn't feel out of place. Like I said, he feels at home, you know, with the Don Callis family. And I do hope it does lead to future success down the road. But Adam Cole, baby, just a little bit too much for the walking weapon. And shout out to Adam Cole after the match. I don't know if you caught this. After the match, he's walking towards the back. He spots a fan on the side, and you know what? He holds his hand like this, and they both did the boom together.
The kid. Yes,
you love to see the interaction with the wrestlers and the fans. You know what? At the end of the day, it's for the fans. It's about the kids. And shout out to Adam Cole, man. He's one of the good ones out here.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Adam Cole, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Queen Aminata defeats Sky Blue. This was a good women's match. Aminata's been looking strong as of lately. Afterwards, though, Tackler, they jump Aminata, but to the rescue comes Ty Mella and Anna Jay. Looks like we're getting some type of 6-woman tag match in the near future. Tackler, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart versus Queen Aminata, Ty Miller, and Anna Jay. Your thoughts on this one?
This is a great match, and listen, shout out to Queen Aminata. Like, you are another queen that we bow to, we respect Queen Aminata. Like, listen, let me tell you something. Don't be fooled. Like, she is one of the hard hitters in all the professional wrestling. Like, she lays it in. And listen, if you know, like, her and Sky Blue, they're pretty much like best friends in a sense. And you know, as Triple H used to say, you don't hit anyone hard as your best friends out there in the wrestling, and they were laying it in. They were trying to take each other's heads off. I love it. They were going bell to bell, bar to bar. I mean, great action in the ring, outside the ring. Julia trying to get, stick her nose in the business, but it wasn't enough because the queen would not be outdone tonight. Like, Queen Aminata picks up the 1, 2, 3, and like you said, possible 6-woman tag in the future, but it could be a preview for that women's casino gauntlet match at All In. Those could be all participants. Listen, a lot of partners and a lot of teammates, a lot of collaborations. But guess what? That gauntlet match, it's every woman for themselves. So let's see how that plays out in All In Texas. But like I said, more Queen on the screen, please. That is much appreciated. Queen Aminata is just another one on the roster, one of the great young talents that has so much potential, so much upside, and like I said, more Aminata on my TV screen is always much appreciated. Is always a good thing.
More Queen on the screen. Can we get Pro Wrestling Tees to cut us a share of that shirt right there?
More Queen on the screen. Queen Aminata.
That's for you.
That's for you. That's for you.
There you go. We love our fans here on the Holy Podcast. We let you guys speak freely, but there will never be any slander of our king in the chat. My guy Wiccan, you know I love you, bro, but you say, damn you, Ricochet, justice for AR Fox. No, damn AR Fox for not paying attention, being obedient, and doing what he was supposed to do when Ricochet asked him. That's all on him. Nothing to do with the king. But speaking of him, AR Fox tries to catch Ricochet backstage slipping, but you cannot do that, sir. He's got backup. Oh, bro, he's got backup now in the form of the Gates of Agony, and I didn't expect this. We didn't predict this, but I'm all for it. The three of them together look like a force. I think we got two pieces to Bald King's new group. Your thoughts on this one?
Man, like you said, we did not predict the Gates of Agony joining up with King Ricochet, but man, listen. What great compliments to Ricochet than no other than the Gates of Agony. Like I said, they came out of nowhere. They took out AR Fox. They laid him out. They laid him waste. And King, and Ricochet was like, "Let's talk," and dude, that is perfect right there. I cannot. And listen, we've been seeing it for a while. The Gates of Agony, they need more time. They've been improving so much in the year 2025, and it's great to see them get the recognition, getting put into the spot with Ricochet, because Ricochet has been killing it. 2025 has been an amazing year for Ricochet, and now add along the Gates of Agony to that, give him that muscle right there. Now the sky's the limit for Ricochet. I mean, whether it's chasing gold, chasing trios gold, we don't know, but like I said, I love just the visual of Ricochet just surrounded by by the Gates of Agony. Like I cannot wait to see what this group does. I mean, it's going to be fun watching week to week, see what they could do.
I've heard some rumors in the dark, what do they used to call them? The dark sheets or
the dirt sheets?
The dirt sheets, so to say. I've heard some rumors that Keith Lee may possibly be the fourth man to that group. That's a lot of meat if that's the case for Ricochet to have at his disposal.
That would be fun. That would be so. I mean, honestly, even if it's not, like, whenever we do get Keith Lee back, like that'd be great to see him back on television again.
That would be amazing. This brings us to the Kyle versus Kyle main event. Kyle Fletcher, Kyle O'Reilly. Winner takes home the best name Kyle in the business, I should say. And the winner was, we all know, the young protege star himself. Kyle Fletcher defeats Kyle O'Reilly, but that crowd was behind O'Reilly the entire time. I talked to you before this show, and I told you this crowd felt different. They felt alive. I was like, where the hell are they? This is insane, but great match, great main event to end Collision. Your thoughts on this one?
Amazing match. I mean, great main event. But I mean, listen, what else can you expect when you get Kyle versus Kyle in the main event on Collision? I mean, Kyle was in charge for a good portion of the beginning of the match, but then Kyle just came right back. He fed off the energy of the crowd, but Kyle would not be denied. He turned things around, but then Kyle came back upright. Like Kyle, just fucking Kyle, man. It's the chants of this match were ridiculous. We Kyle people. Right. Kyle is awesome. Kyle sucks. Like it was
crazy.
So many chants. Like, you know what? And I saw some Grinch on Twitter say, "Oh, this is the worst part of professional wrestling." Crowds like, are you kidding me? Are you against fun? Are you against a good time? Right. It was all great ingredients of an incredible experience for professional wrestling. Two great wrestlers who just happen to share the same name with an amazing crowd. And yeah, they had fun with the names, with the chants, but it was great action from start to finish. Kyle O'Reilly is a good hand. I mean, he could get a great match out of anyone, but I mean, just the Protostar was too much. I mean, listen, now we got to figure out other wrestlers who have the same names. Like, we got to go, you know, Adam Cole, Adam Copeland. We got to do an Adam versus Adam match, and you know what? You got to have
throw Adam Page in there too with it.
Adam Page, and guess what? You got to have Roderick Strong on commentary. Go back to the Adam gimmick that he used to do. Like, it's comedy gold right there. But I mean, listen, this was fun. What a great way to end Collision. I mean, Kyle's supremacy reigned supreme at the end. The Protostar will not be denied, but the show ended with Adam Cole on the outside holding up his TNT title. I don't know how longer he's going to be holding that belt, man. I think the Protostar sees gold in his future. I think that gold is going to be around the Protostar's waist in the very near future.
Definitely. Shout out Zay. He says they were in Seattle. Seattle is always a damn good crowd, man. Always a damn good crowd. Shout out Daniel Bryan too. But scale of 1 to 10, what you giving Collision?
I give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, what I have with Collision now, it's the wrestling show. Yeah, it's the professional wrestling show. You might get a little story here and there, but listen, you want to tune in to just great in-ring action from start to finish. You tune in, whether it's Thursday night, Saturday night, whenever you tune into Collision, that's what you're gonna get. And more often than not, they're gonna deliver. They're gonna knock it out of the park. So, yeah, definitely, man, it's totally fine to just have a one show devoted strictly just a great in-ring action. This is what AEW is. It is the alternative to what we have grown up, underneath, the old ways of professional wrestling. This is real graps for real wrestling fans. Collision, I love it, man. I love the vibe. Give me a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I'm up there with you. I'm about 9.3. We didn't talk about it, but that segment with the vignette with Mercedes Moné and Tony Storm, that was incredible as well. This was just a fun show, beginning to end, nothing too serious. Good wrestling. You got Adam Cole and Josh Alexander. Kyle versus Kyle, 9.2, 9.3. Solid show in my book, man. Any news over there with group chat before we get out of here, brother?
No, man. Episode 51 dropped a couple days ago. Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Give us a listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all your podcast platforms. Video on YouTube as well. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. We drop about 3 to 5 clips every week for every episode. I mean, like I said, we are rocking and rolling. We are getting better with each passing week. Stay tuned, man. Some exciting things on the horizon. I mean, and it's just gonna be a crazy couple of months for like myself included. Like I will be at All In. For those of you who are going to All In Texas, I will be there live. For all my bros overseas in the UK, I will be at Forbidden Door. Me and my boy Mark, we just got our tickets today. And guess what? To end all things, in September, All Out, I will be in Toronto, Canada as well, live, man. Wow. Just a quick little advice to all wrestling fans out there. The best thing you could do is, even outside your hometown, like buy that ticket, go travel, buy that plane ticket, get your passport. Nothing will ever be more fun than experiencing a wrestling show not just in another state, in another country, around different people, around just a different atmosphere. Like it is so much fun. I mean, 3 years in a row now, I'll be in London. I'm going back to Toronto. First time in 9 years. First time in Dallas. It will be for me next month. I mean, it is amazing. Like when you open your horizons and step out of your comfort zone. Like I said, buy that plane ticket, get your passport, experience travel. You will not regret it. It'll be some of the best memories that you can have as a wrestling fan. Trust me when I say that.
Definitely get out there and enjoy some pro wrestling.
Exactly.
And as far as the Holy Shhh podcast, you make sure you tune in tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll have the SmackDown post show, and then we'll be covering everything going on in Saudi, from SmackDown, King of Night of Champions, whatever, everything, top to bottom. Make sure you just turn on all notifications so you don't miss nothing. And make sure you guys, a lot of times you guys watch me and Bald Bro, you watch Group Chat, you watch Holy Shhh podcast. Don't forget, they're both available audio and video. So wherever you stream your audio sources, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, you will find both of our podcasts, and same thing for all your videos. So enjoy them both. But until next time, next Wednesday, to both of us, AEW Dynamite, it's your boy ABE from DET.
I'm that Bald Bro for the NYC.
You guys have been tuning in to the AEW Collision morning or evening after post show, whatever you want to call it. Peace.